chance to respond to that first touchdown given.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. He hits his target, Lockett. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Cobb goes in motion left. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws hasn't been enough. They're trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On play action. Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Rodgers to throw once more. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Now Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Melton, 56 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Smith. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Smith throwing again. And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
They'll try and run. Walker driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. The final shot here before break. Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant as time expires in the first half.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the 2nd half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Smith. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They snap it to Smith. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
They'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, Smith. He finds his man, complete. It's Young.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. The Packers 39-yard line.
Slot man moves right.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Here's Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready? Go check, go check.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 rattle, 18 rattle.
Now Geno.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
19. Ready?
Now it's Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Tariq Young.
26 yards.
And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys ran out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing their gap. Now they're starting to hit in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Caught by Cobb.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Back to throw, Rodgers. Complete once again to Watson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Smith. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Packers have just about...